The last couple of years have been really interesting, right? I remember like 21 and early 22, just like feeling like I didn't know what I was doing. "Oh, okay, here's where I think this price works. Like, yeah, I know mills are weird. We're trying to underwrite to the market. And then someone else is millions of dollars. And then it doesn't help our bottom line, but you hear about some of these people handing the keys back now. And at some level, there's a return to normalcy. But fundamentally, people that are going to be more aggressive, doing edge have an advantage just in the transaction side. As much as you always call me up and say, "Hey, we'd like to work with you because we, think you're a reputable buyer." And it's like the same reason we're also not at the top of the offer price. So we're still navigating.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. You in my market in particular, you don't see a lot of that, a lot of those shenanigans that have happened with a few exceptions. There's always exceptions, but
Mhm.
yeah, it was floating rate debt that got people in trouble, overpaying for deals. There's one over across the river where they bought like a 60s vintage deal and it's in the middle of a lot of happenings. And I think that they benchmarked it. They must have benchmarked it against, oh, here's a new 5-year-old deal that's getting 250 a foot. Of course, if we put in renovations, we're going to be able to get that. And I think they're really struggling with that one.
Yeah, there was, a lot over the, you know, 28, 21, 22, where you'd see something that had or necessitated sort of an aggressive plan. Yeah, maybe it made sense. You look at the way to finance it. And the problem was if everything went like more or less according to plan, you did okay. But the sort of like downside on that of anything else missing, interest rates, fundamentals, whatever it is, like all pointed like seriously negative. And that's been, especially when we've seen things a couple of years later for sale. Okay, where I thought it would be, but the value is like nowhere near what like we might have projected. Interesting.
Yeah. You're talking earlier about prices and the spread between expectations, at least from your chair narrowing. I mean, last year we saw about a 20% spread on average between buyer and seller expectations. What have you seen? Are you like on deals that you're looking at? Are they telling you, hey, we want, I don't know, 50 million for it? And you're like, we're at 40. We had one, they're like, we want 62, 65. And we're like, we can't even get to 50. I don't know how you see that.